Oh God, forgot about the sound. So yeah, let me try again. I muted the sound for the intro, of course, for countdown. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is one of our now weekly streams. Um, Here we are doing um, deep dives into the new projects, and once again, this project is pretty interesting. I'm trying to kind of give you a good mix of fairly affordable or reasonable priced properties, the great investment properties, and what we have now is more of a ultra luxury proposition, something in a price range where we have no idea how it's going to do investment wise. Honestly, there's no predicting those kind of properties. They are not investment pieces. They are more of collectibles. They are properties which people get for themselves, for end users usually get, and they're very collectible. Yeah. So at the end of the day, they might not be the most liquid. They might not make great money via short-term or long-term, but they trade very rarely and far in between, which means they're extremely exclusive and you can only get them when you can. This stuff doesn't go out onto open market a lot. A lot of times, those properties, even if they get traded, they never make it to a marketplace. They never get it to the point of listing because there was probably somebody with money to spend on this property looking for something there and something very specific. Because you'll see the price levels and the quality, and you'll see that customers who get this are looking for very specific requirements. They're not just looking for, any apartment in the property. They're looking for a few very specific select ones, right? And they will never, so they are there waiting for something, what specifically they're looking for to become available. And this way, what they're getting is when it becomes available, their agent already knows and the seller already knows somebody's looking for it. So it gets traded instantly, or sometimes it would sit on the market waiting for somebody who looks for that specifically, other way around, right? So liquidity, both acquiring and selling, is very low and very, very select, but once the deal comes together, it never makes it to the open market. That's simply that. And it's Armani the Palm, so you can see it's a luxury brand collaborating with Arada, and a bit more on them later, but pretty premium developer nowadays, pretty cool developer. And it's on the Palm, the most expensive locale, well, out of famous ones at least, in Dubai. There are some select, very niche locales which might be just as expensive, but even then, you see any weekly record sale, any historical record sale, it would be the Palm Jumeirah. So let's get into that, right? And let's see Armani the Palm. So this is the small presentation I made internally, just to get you introduced, and then we get into the brochure. Brochure is 100 pages long, so we're not going to go through it in very much detail, but it includes floor plans, it includes the marketing kind of ideology stuff as well in there. So what we're doing right now is we're just getting into the gist of it. We get into the basics, and then we get onto the presentation, and we will go through it fairly quickly, fairly swiftly, because if we take too much time going through 100 pages, this stream will be going until tomorrow morning, right? So we just gotta get the basic understanding. I'll be honest, I'm very doubtful anybody watching is in the market specifically for this property. If you are, please write in the chat now. We have to know, right? But this property is very exclusive, and it's more about talking what the ultra luxury. It's more about giving understanding to customers and people researching the real estate and working in real estate. Give them this understanding of what is the very top end of the market of off-plan compared to what we usually go for, which is upper middle is what we show the most, I think. And soon I'll do a few streams on something more affordable as well. Some of more investment-friendly pieces as well, right? Where you can buy a number of properties, or even you can buy one and entry ticket is fairly affordable. But getting into Armani with the palm and stopping to ramble on, right? So it's made by Arada. Fairly new developer, established 2017, but in the UAE's most innovative and fastest growing is their own statements. There is no measurable metric you can prove that to be correct or incorrect, but they definitely are going into direction of making things in different way, in a different gist, and they definitely approach their designs, their projects, and their layouts, as you'll see later, differently. And that's good because variety is great. You know, somebody might say they don't like what they do, somebody might love what they do. I absolutely love that they're kind of doing their own thing, right? They're developing their own path. And it's fully company based in GCC region. It's local business people combine their forces to open it, and they do quite cool greenery and fairly sustainable design. Digital transformation, I mean, maybe. I don't believe digital transformation is something tangible, right? It's something we cannot measure if they're committed, what they're doing. Digital transformation means too many things to measure that, really. Anyway, very good developer. The latest things they launched and released and announced are all very impressive. They initially operated in Sharjah. They started in a more affordable area of UAE. They now moved into Dubai. Previous development they had, it was in the Jumeirah Golf Estates, and this is one of the most exclusive areas, and they have a whole development of villas rising there right now as we speak. And it looks very special. It looks really cool. They put this kind of London twist on it. What I feel is the modern London twist, where you have your villa, but you have lower ground level where all the entertainment options are, and your car parking, and more on that later, but they do parking good. They do it really well, and big props to them. But the most importantly here is, well, you think Armani, you think design, right? It's a designer development, and it's designed by Giorgio Armani, Tadao Ando. They collaborated before. They're known to work together well. They're known to produce great things together, and we'll see a little bit more of that. And both of them are absolutely outstanding personalities in the world of design at large. So Giorgio Armani, if you don't know, but you probably know, is icon of fashion design and high-end luxury design. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of Armani stuff myself. I don't wear Armani. I don't own anything Armani. Not my thing. I gravitate towards British kind of design rather than Italian, but you cannot deny he's good. And, he designs now interiors, he designs hotels, right? Armani hotels, Armani interior designs are also well known. There's Armani Hotel in Dubai already, extremely popular, extremely high end. And well, yeah, he blends art into that. But the interiors I'm actually a bigger fan of than clothing design, than fashion design, right? I believe it's the right amount of restraint. With Tadao Ando, I'm a huge fan. He's a minimalist architect. I love minimalist architecture. I love this kind of blending of modern and constructivist he's doing. And once again, the right points in the presentation: natural light, space utilization. So once again, most of layout's gonna be top end. He knows exactly what he's doing, and the natural light gonna be stunning, great, just perfect. Once again, not just my opinion. Pritzker Architecture Prize. I mean, it tells you all you need to know. One of the world's best architects. Probably in my top 5 architects in the world right now, working right now. So, extremely good combo when it comes to developments, and I mean, so we are onto something special here. You see exactly what I'm talking about with the light, with the shapes, this kind of playing with the curved and straight lines, playing with huge windows and how the light interacts with the building. Just through those renders, we understand that it's going to be really well designed, right? So with amenities, I mean, I can go on and on and on, but at the end of the day, they will have anything you would want, right? Spa, pools, and once again, it's automatic pictures because I've been in a rush, and that's the wrong pool, right? The wrong pool picture. But yeah, tennis courts, gyms, pools that you expect from everywhere, but they're gonna have world-class spa, private pools with some apartments. Community pools are also gonna be very special. Great territory, pretty good location, which we'll touch on later. Once again, talking about this one, what's important to notice here is it's the Palm Crescent. The good thing about Palm Crescent is you can have private beach to your development. So it attracted a few of the Dubai's highest end, most luxurious developments, and starting right to left, intentionally to confuse you. Atlantis Royal, we all know that. Just been finished recently, already iconic for Dubai. Absolute ultra luxury, completely new level of developments. It's great. I mean, I like going there for a restaurant or for a bar. It's a little pricey, but it's nice, it's enjoyable. But no need to tell you too much about it. Actually, it's far from my favorite development in this category. Not for me. I love to visit. I wouldn't want to live there, personally. Some people love living right next to the party 24/7. I don't. Otherwise, you can see that it's great development, it's iconic, it's always going to be in fashion because it's always going to be well known, will be the most liquid out of all competitors here, right? And The next one I'll talk about is the Six Senses. Once again, some of you might be familiar, some might not, but it's one of the Six Senses is a project, and it's a series of hotels with incredible spa culture, with incredible relaxation culture. So this one will be combined with hotel as well, so it's not going to be too quiet, but it will be much more relaxation focused and wellness focused. Once again, private beach, once again, extremely luxurious apartments. Maybe not, the only thing they're lacking is the highest end of penthouses you will see in other free developments here, included Armani. But within two to four bedrooms, they're just in the same category, right? They're same pricing category, they're same ultra luxury class, maybe with slightly different focuses and a bit larger, a bit less private than the next one. The next one is Orla Infinity. Orla Infinity is built right next to just Orla. Both of them are ultra luxury. We had a client for this specific development, and I know it very intimately as I was involved with this deal personally quite a lot. And honestly, it's still my favorite. It's still my favorite. Designed by the same architects who designed the Apple's headquarters, so highly designed. It's incredible design firms, incredible design agencies involved in this project. Once again, incredible working with space. This one is the most private for one simple reason. No hotel on the territory, but still will feature Michelin grade restaurants, still will feature private beaches, still will feature all the amenities included in the spa, but they will be only available to tenants and their guests. So this probably is the most exclusive out of the bunch. It will definitely be very hard to get into there unless your friend owns an apartment there or rents an apartment there. I don't think much gonna go up for rent though. Absolutely stunning. Once again, they don't have designer collaborations there. It's made by Omniat. Omniat collaborates for service and for services, for concierge in this building, for reception, for all those services. Omniat is collaborating with their longtime partner, with Dorchester. So once again, Dorchester level of service. No, not a single hotel tourist. Extremely private, extremely luxurious. Can you tell I'm a huge fan, right? So Orla Infinity is the later one of two, and it's slightly more expensive one of two, and a little more private one of two. So it will have extended amount of amenities and larger layouts. But honestly, either of Orlas will be unachievably cool for pretty much anyone in Dubai, except for lucky few. You will never share in Orla a lift access on your floor with somebody else, right? You will have most of the nights the Michelin grade restaurant all to yourself. It's for people who don't want to see other people unless they choose to do so. Incredible. If you're interested in hearing more about this project, I'm sure I can really get into that with our partners, get a live stream, get somebody from Omnia to tell more about it, somebody who works with the project and knows it in and out, right? But I'm not sure if anything is still available there. Maybe one or two apartments are still selling. Not sure how achievable it is to get it, even if you're ready to spend the money. But beyond the point, the final bit is the pricing, right? And here I haven't done many comparisons. I haven't done any analytics, any ROI calculations, market calculations. they mean absolutely nothing, because you see that 2 bedroom starts at 21.5 million dirhams, right? This is outrageous price. This is absurdly high, right? But it is what it is, and people who want it, and people who want to get it will get it. It's that. It's not. It's not expensive. It's just unachievable, and it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. This is for people who want it. It's not for people who need it or want to make money on it. That's simply the trend, right? Once again, you can see that the 5 bedroom presidential suite, I think there's 2 available. I'm not sure. Yeah. There's at least 2 available, because they have minimum and maximum selling prices. So the most expensive apartment in the whole building will be 482 million dirhams, right? And a half. But this 500,000 changes everything, right? But yeah, this is, I think this might be the most expensive apartment ever traded in Dubai when it sells, and it will sell at some point. Once again, unlikely anybody will want it. But once again, unlikely doesn't matter. It's just one person needs to want it, right? And anyway, unlikely anybody would want it in the chat currently, but if you are, contact us, reach out to us. We'll be happy to arrange it. We'll make it happen for you. Not a problem whatsoever, right? Happy to help. We will get great commission from developer on that, which is great, right? Okay. So that's all we need to know, really, in the short summary. Really, if you want to know just the gist of it, that's all you need to know, right? That's all about it. You can go now easily, but if it's something more specific, right, and it's something, or you just want to see how I work through having experience in this kind of developments, thinking about it and looking for it. What can I say, right? It's pretty much me going through the brochure for the next half an hour at least, and answering questions in the chat. We don't have any property related questions, unfortunately, just yet, but we'll see, right? Let me just prepare the next brochure slides for you, and we go off to those. So brochure here will vary wildly in aspect ratio, and I did my best with fitting it into the screen. So let's go, right? So once again, interior designed by Armani and Casa, etc., etc. We talked through that. This is the kind of the project, right? This is probably the best shot of it to understand what's going on. It will be right on the edge of one of the sections of the crescent of the palm. And I agree with the quote of Giorgio Armani. What takes from luxury to ultra luxury is obsessive approach to details, obsessive approach to tiny things, right? Up to the level of what force resistance and what tactile feedback you get from your door handles. What is tactile feel of every fabric and how they work together, right? How sand been raked and what coarse, how coarse is the sand on the beach, right? To the right amount where it doesn't feel like dust, but doesn't feel coarse, right? And I assume every detail, including varied pool temperatures, including impeccable maintenance, we would expect from this development and nothing less, right? This is what to expect. This is what to require if you're buying it, right? And this is as well coming to the point of customers, right? Customers we worked with on ultra luxury, when they buy something overseeing the side of the beach, they will ask us what's on the roofs, right? They'll ask us exact distance to the beach, to the public pool, to any public area, to know how loud it would be, right? They would want wall thicknesses. They will want every detail you could ever imagine. They will ask you. So here you need to work with somebody who has experience like us, working with ultra luxury, who has the approach like we do, where we never rush the sale, who will be working with details and understands that this is not purchased because it's expensive. It's purchased because it's expected to be perfect. And expense is just the side effect of it, right? Once again, we presented with the design duo. Timeless elegance. I mean, once again, you see all the renders show the beachfront slightly different. This is the only thing I'm really confused about for now, so we need to see the master plan, which I haven't seen just yet. I think they're finalizing it, right? Otherwise, you see that the lobby spaces, all of that is done in a very special way, right? And we get a lot of artifacting from the pattern because it doesn't translate great to the screen, but I believe it will look just incredible in person, right? Once again, details, details, details. Very mute colors, very subtle, nothing overtly expensive. It's all about the space, it's all about the materials, it's all about details. And I'll keep repeating it quite a lot this stream, but bear with me. The difference in details, amenities, once again, look at that. You have indoor and outdoor pools right next to each other. And you think it's nothing, but it's important. Maybe you prefer indoor pool, you don't want to get sunburned the day you have fairer skin, and your partner would prefer to be outdoors to get some tan, right? Or vice versa. That can happen, right? And all of that is great. All of that is great that they consider that and still considered community approach to that. And we see now into interiors, and we'll see a lot of interiors. Those are renders. I think they might be very final because it comes fully furnished, and the furniture will be designed specifically for those interiors, so it might be very close to what you actually get. Once again, the living room is just impeccable. Great work with light and the glass surfaces, letting through the light, but maybe separating the spaces. I'm gushing over it, but yeah, it's truly great. It's really cool development. Unfortunately, not great investment option, but let me dream, right? Once again, we'll see, and it feels very modern. It feels very cool, fairly minimalist, but it doesn't feel cold. It doesn't feel, sparse. Armani still adds this kind of flair to it, this Italianness, which just makes this kind of minimalist interior shine, truly shine, right? And this is what I want to talk about, and we'll see a lot in the future presentation regarding specific apartments. Is they always going to have two options, light and dark scheme, right? And you see them here split. They will have different materials. They will have different color schemes. And when you look at it, you understand that they kind of cover both approaches, right? The lighter, warmer one, more cozy, I would call it, right? Look. And we get this more industrial, more modern, more stylish approach to it, which I prefer. I prefer darker interiors myself. Anyway, so essentially, which is your preference, you can kind of get that. But it's not going to be endlessly customizable. It's not going to have 6 colorways because you're buying it for design by the designers, right? And that's the options they gave you, and that's what you got to run with. And I mentioned already the parking approach, and look at that, and more importantly, 2-bedroom residences, 2 large parking spaces. No 2-bedroom ever comes with 2 parking spaces, and that's an issue. But here with this floor area, we've seen there, the areas of apartments are huge, and you'll see the 2 bedrooms are huge. It could easily be a 3 or 4 bedroom, but they chose not to have it this way because it's ultra luxury. You expect the space, you expect the extra private amenities. But yeah, it comes with 2 parking spaces, 3-bedroom, 3 parking spaces, and 5-bedroom. We don't have 4 bedrooms here, but we have 5 bedrooms straight away. 5 bedrooms are provided with 5 large parking spaces. Yeah, and penthouse, the same, 5. But the largest and the most important here is not the penthouse, it's the presidential suite. Presidential suite is gonna have what you see here, a private parking lounge. The private parking lounge is what you see. For some reason, they have 8 parking spaces. They now mentioned only 7, so I assume it's going to be slightly different, but it's going to be your private parking space within the underground parking, dedicated to you, with a viewing platform for your cars. Again, I'm not sure how they're achieving it. Is it going to be a separate living room next to your cars, so if you have a nice car collection, you can go out there and enjoy it from there, or are they going to provide the car lifts? I'm not sure. I'm trying to work it out. But for customers of that caliber, I think that's important differentiating factor. But either way, you're a car collector. That's your dream man cave. At the end of the day, you can have it as a man cave, right? And I wish I had one of those, right? God, I love this place. I love that place, but the price is outrageous. That's what you get when you pay the highest price ever for an apartment, right? You get outstanding spaces, you get outstanding features, you get very special features. But it's similar to their signature villas they have in Jumeirah Golf Estates, where you have, I think, 2 or 3 car parking with the lounge next to it and a movie theater in the basement. So kind of the same approach of you love your cars, you want to showcase them. Alternatively, you can obviously make it into storage. But who would do that? Please don't break my heart. You see, those are parking spaces, parking lots. You'll get your own sections in many cases. and they specify large parking spots, so you'll have enough space to properly open your door, no matter your car configuration or width. You'll be able to get out of it gracefully, you know, which worth something. I own a pickup truck, extremely wide vehicle, and I usually encounter small parking spaces, so the amount of times I had to very ungracefully leave my vehicle is exceedingly large, and I wish I could avoid that. This is a great way to do so, right? So that's the location. You can see here off to the right, you can see the Atlantis. It's off to the side where other developments are not as prestigious, actually, right? They're not as expensive. Most of those ultra luxury, they're to the right of Atlantis as we look at it right now on the top picture. But this position actually gives you great views either way. Position is just perfect because either you go in towards the front or back of the property, you will have iconic Dubai skyline views. Towards the back of the property, we will be seeing the Burj Al Arab, and you can actually, on a clear day, see a Burj Khalifa. It's that huge, and although it's far, it's pretty far away, but you can still see it. I've seen somebody say it's 20 minutes away from Burj Khalifa in downtown. I guess if you don't mind speeding fines, yeah, it can be 20 minutes away. Otherwise, I would say 30. Otherwise, the other direction, you see GBR, you see the Palm, the whole Palm, you see Blue Waters, you see the Blue Waters Wheel, all of that. So views are great either way. Towards the back of the property is where the road will be, but as you can see, it's the dead-end road, which only leads to a few developments, and none of them generates a lot of traffic, so it's never going to be overwhelmingly loud or obnoxious for you. Every Lamborghini going to the Atlantis, the Royal, once they leave the place, they will turn around way before your property, so that you're not going to hear too many loud cars. Otherwise, yeah, it's still a road there, so keep that in mind. Once again, you can see they maximize the glazing. They maximize the patio space. All of that is very important for those developments. This is expected. Great call on that. So we're getting into specific residences. Those are 2 bedrooms, and let's look. So 2 bedroom, but you see it's very spacious living rooms. It's very spacious layouts. And once again, here's the illustration. There's one, right? You can tell the dark and the light layout. Great. Oh God, we got some spam in the chat. I hate that. Chat. Yeah, they also advertise on our lowest price. Not that it's streamlined, integratable. Sorry, I got to rant. I hate when people try and spam on our media. I usually extremely combative to any spam we get. This one will be also banned. Yeah, banned. Sorry. So yeah, moving on to the look, from the looks onto the floor plans. That's a Type A. So once again, we can see on the smaller layout right above my head, you can see where's the beachfront kind of view, where the road and seaside view. So this one kind of goes off to the side of the property. This one wouldn't be my first choice just on that basis, right? When I'm looking at those prices, I'm looking for best views. I'm looking for exceptional views. And the view's going to be okay. They're going to be good. They're not going to be upsetting or underwhelming. They're just not going to take your breath away every time you walk out. They will wear out within a week. And will be just okay view for you, unfortunately. But let's look at the layout anyway. So we have 2 bedrooms off to the side. I like when bedrooms are in a separate section. Each bedroom has its own set of bathrooms. We have the guest toilets. We have the maid's space and the staff kitchen. I assume there will be some kind of show kitchen as well, although I'm not sure. I don't care much for show kitchens myself. Some people feel like it's necessary. I would, in this context, I would say keep a staff kitchen, make food appear for you. You have separate dining and living area. They are partitioned apart, but not completely isolated, which is great. Once again, direct access to all of your show kitchen, etc. from the maid's room. Make sure there's no traffic outside of you and your guests in your main living spaces. And it has a fairly large patio with separate spaces for everyone. Once again, doesn't have walk-in wardrobes, so that's a downside for me. Some people prefer it this way. I prefer a walk-in. It still happens to be a certain wardrobe space, kind of dressing space for you, but not as isolated and set apart as I would prefer. And here's the B. So this one is prime view. This one is incredible. Once again, 187 square meters, right? And it's 2 bedroom. You will see 3 bedrooms in Dubai all day in this size, so it's huge. And once again, what I love is, let me check, and yeah, this one didn't have it, but a lot of apartments here, this kind of have this circular foyer, this very special feeling space, right? Because you have straight walls, it's pretty geometric, it's pretty right-angled everywhere else, but the foyer is circular, and it kind of acts as this portal, right? It gives you a palate cleanser from other spaces when you enter your own space, when you enter your home. And once again, this one, I think, features a much larger patio. Big perk, huge perk. And let me see the bedrooms and tell you exactly. So this one, once again, doesn't feature any of the walk-in wardrobes. Once again, a huge, huge loss on those layouts. I believe in this kind of grade, you expect a walk-in wardrobe. You expect a specific dressing room, right? For yourself or your partner, for you to store your designer objects, especially you go in with Armani, you most likely into designer brands, right? And that's the thing. So let's carry on, right? Once again, this is a beachside view, so you'll see Ain Dubai. You'll see all of the kind of JBR area skyline, right? So this is great view. You'll also see the territory, and territory will be spectacular. Once again, great to have a quick look out of your window, see how busy is the beach. Oh, it's private beach, so it's never busy. Might as well enjoy some sun. Great life. I'm a little jealous, can you tell? Um, Once again, Type C is kind of mirrored of Type B. Um, Let me see. Yeah, Type B. It's a mirrored object of this one, and it looks towards the seaside. So this one gives you unobstructed sea view. You see more of the open sea. You see Burj Al Arab. You'll see Burj Khalifa. You'll see the most famous side of Dubai skyline. If that's your jazz, that's a call. But they are equally good. I believe they're equally good. I believe on this one, the landmark view and the iconic factor of the view is a bit better, but you get the road and you don't see the community inside. On the other side, you get the community view, but your skyline is less famous. You don't get this iconic factor. It's the trade-offs. It's always trade-offs. Even in this price range, you have to trade off because, well, that's how physics works, right? You can't bend geometry yet. Once again, Type D. Here, we get a very similar layout. Not necessarily the best. I mean, I'm a little confused with it. What really is? Well, you get like a second foyer for your bedrooms, which is not necessarily a choice I would make, but maybe you like this a little more private second living room area. It can be utilized well depending on your lifestyle. And here, here your master bedroom actually has a walk-in wardrobe. Well, almost does, yeah. It's off to the side, so worse access from your shower room, which is downside. You have to walk past your entrance door, which always feels kind of awkward and uncomfortable. But you get a lot more storage, and you get great storage space with display area for your fashion items. Two-bedroom Type B. This one is both confusing and cool because it has the views off to both sides, but it has views to both sides I don't find the most attractive. So the way it's gonna be is gonna be a little strange to me. It's a cool choice still, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love how traffic here is separated, right? Your bedrooms and your second living room are away from your living room, your dining room, and your study. So your study and office here is very separate, very special feeling. Once again, interesting choice. I can see someone absolutely loving this layout, enjoying the hell out of it. Some lifestyles would show that this one is great. And once again, I recommend always getting the options with circular foyer. It's great. Oh, we have some kind of car alarm going. You might hear that. Do not worry. Again, two-bedroom Type F. Very similar to Type B. A few details are different, but the same gist of it. Great views, straightforward, understandable layout, minor details which I wouldn't say would be my choices, but once again, it depends on your life. Everything here is so specific to your own lifestyle because all of them are incredible. I would if you want to gift me any of those, I would be happy. But really, when you're choosing at this value, you get to choose and you get to be that picky, right? You get to criticize great layouts and say, oh, there's tiny detail I don't find great. And just on that alone say, oh, it's okay, right? At this price range, you're more than welcome to do that. And type G. Again, type C, but slightly different. Type H, once again, got views for both sides. Got views everywhere. I apologize, yeah. Yeah, got two sides of views, but not two best sides, so fine, fair enough. Trade-offs, once again, everywhere. Once again, got us a bit more of the walk-in wardrobe. Here we got the guest room, actually get a kind of walk-in wardrobe, a bit of an extended wardrobe. So storage options here are great. Staff accommodation here is also pretty good. Once again, incredible layout for people who need that. Like everything, right? So once again, you see how they kind of just have a separating wall between your dining space and your living space, and how subtle but game-changing are the changes in just materials and colors, how they make those two rooms feel completely different. This is the masters at work. And we're going into 3 bedrooms. I'll try to go faster through them because I know I'm getting a little boring. And also, I would want to go home. It's getting late in Dubai, but we're working towards the European prime times here, right? Very similar living room layouts, about the same space in the living room, a bit more, yeah. Once again, you see those layouts. They're very similar to 2 bedrooms, but here we get this very special master with huge dressing room, huge walk-in wardrobe. Exactly what you would expect, right? This is what you want, right? And what used to be master bedroom is now a guest bedroom. Make of it what you will when you buy a 2-bedroom instead of 3-bedroom, but that's how it's gonna be, right? I feel having those layouts in the same booklet is kinda, I wouldn't say it's offensive. I just say it's kind of lets you realize what you're paying extra for as well. All the same here. A and B are the same. The C has huge amount of patio area and this little private nook, which also could be great, although it's not overlooking anything so special. It's great to have it. It's great to have it. And the circular entrance, once again, incredible master. Once again, like the way I like it, bedroom spaces separated from living room spaces, have their own patio space as well. Living room and dining room are partitioned but not completely separate. Here we get full show kitchen and kitchen, right? So if you're into cooking or you want to pretend you're into cooking to your friends, incredible, use the show kitchen. You'll use it all probably 5 times a year or less, where your private staff kitchen will actually be heavily used and used daily. Once again, same as previous, but different. Great layout. This is the best thing I've seen so far. I'll put it this way. Once again, 2 different views. Ain Dubai, Burj Khalifa. Make your choice. Community, arrival. Once again, make your choice. So this is the Type E. Type E is single view, so it's very similar to the previous layout. Oh God, we got noises coming from everywhere, right? Anyway, um, we got it coming from every direction. Great, beautiful, stunning, incredible. Um, Again, so all those four layouts are very similar, but the two later ones don't get the view. I don't know what to comment extra on this once again, right? Show kitchen, living room, dining space. Second living room is here together with kind of office and study space. All great. I actually absolutely love how your study is a little bit more out of the way, doesn't have any windows. You don't need them in a study. It's a place to concentrate. But on that note, for whatever reason, it's not separated from all the traffic going through from the bedroom, so it's great, not incredible. Great, but not incredible. Ooh, three bedroom type G is if you want to maximize the patio space, that's your call. Simple as that. That's the biggest patio space for three bedroom. Otherwise, the views are not as stunning from everywhere, but once again, and I think, let me see. You're missing out on the study, mostly. So that's a downside. But we are getting, let me see the notation. I'm actually missed out on that one. Yeah, sorry for delay, but actually I wasn't correct. We do have four bedrooms here. I missed them out somehow. Yes, so this one is show kitchen. You get show kitchen. Yeah, correct. This is to be expected. Um, anyway, moving on. This one, very kind of on one side, it's a very awkward layout. And your master bedroom is kind of has no windows almost. It has one edge window and that's it. I don't know if I really don't like this layout. You can tell, right? But it got the private entrance to your to the master quarters through the foyer. So that's a positive. Otherwise, really, I think this will end up the cheapest one, no matter the square footage. This is the best. This is the best three bedroom. Full stop. Don't need to even consider anything else. Once again, a very cool kind of circulating layout where you can enter through the right, go through the living room, go through your dining room, and end up also going towards the bedrooms. Or you can avoid public areas and just go directly to the bedroom corridor and go towards that space, avoiding the party, the crowd, the noise, right? Let's say you want to kind of sneak in or just not in the mood of grandiosity or whatever. You just want to go to bed. Very little details like this, they do matter in this at this price range, and they're counted here. Once again, you got the perfect view and you got some extra private patio spaces for two bedrooms to get out of the way. Once again, superb. this is the layout to get. This this is objectively the best layout they offer. I think you're missing out on a study. Yeah, you're missing out on your own study, but you get two living rooms, you get dining room, you get ample patio space, walk-in wardrobes in some rooms. Oh, in two rooms, in two bedrooms, right? So pretty good, right? Not bad at all. This one is once again more of the same, but slightly different approach to that layout we've seen before, which I advised against. No, nah. Still not making it work. But this is how the interiors are planning to look. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of a darker look. More smoother surfaces, less fabrics is what I like, but each to their own. And we're going through 4 bedrooms now, which I missed out on, right? Regal luxury with 4 bedrooms, yeah. Once again, we've seen these pictures compared. Let's get straight to layouts. 4 bedrooms. Like 2 bedrooms, like 3 bedrooms, but 4. That's it. Guaranteed to have a study. Once again, not private enough study in my belief, but nicely positioned in the house. You can always put a nice kind of separator, furniture, or just kind of shade to do that. This layout, great, but one of the sides of the view is kind of going nowhere. But patio on your living room, next to your living room, and next to bedrooms is kind of both have enough space and they're pretty good. Once again, private entrance to your master. Essentially, private entrance to your master bedroom. Once again, it's very sought after for some people. Extremely valuable to them. A very cool kind of dining room experience with doors either side, I think, which also makes it feel very grandiose, very much like an occasion. This one is pretty straightforward as well. It's like the first one we've seen. Not much to it to explain. That's the master bedroom. Yeah, master bedroom is enough and fine. Once again, great option, but your guests don't get windows. Yeah. If you like keeping your guests or people living in smaller bedrooms out of the sunlight for whatever reason, that's an option, right? Otherwise, this J-shaped layout just not for me. I mean, if you're in a chat, if you're watching, please do explain to me why. Once again, once again, private access to master bedroom. Incredible walk-in wardrobe to showcase your items. So it's kind of showcase dressing room. It's not walk-in wardrobe, it's dressing room at this point, or dressing quarters, I would call it. Oh God, we have a slight overheating issue with the camera. I'm about to replace the camera soon in the future. Please bear with me. It will take a few seconds for it to cool down, and we will continue with me. Yes, we're back. Sorry about that. We get technical issues. I need to get slightly different technical setup. I know we're getting them for a third stream in a row, but we just call it a tradition. So next layout, yeah. Great layout. Got a lot of patio space. Got the prime view space and the secondary view space, right? Got the foyer. Get the private entrance. Great layout. I mean, perfect. Once again, you see how they play with even how they dress the room a little bit. Where you get the darker one, you get less pillows. More minimalist approach to everything. And I believe they will be detailed to the point of throw pillows. I expect that. They might have an extra price there to... They might charge you extra for accessories, which is outrageous in my opinion, but might as well at this point. So we're coming to 5-bedroom residences. They call it ultimate luxury, but it's not yet ultimate. But you see the furniture is way more expensive. The whole thing becomes more elaborate, becomes more special. Once again, darker and lighter. Lighter is a bit more party. Darker is a bit more strict. Once again, love the dark layout. Absolutely adore it. And we're getting into very complex shapes straight away. Let me work it out. Oh, God, I need to do some spinning, right, in my head. Okay, I get it. The views are bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to start with negatives, but views are bad. Advise against it just on that point. At this price range, expect everything. Don't settle. At this price range, you shouldn't settle. And if you don't want to settle, reach out to us, right? Once again. Looking at that, absolutely beautiful. Dining and living room quarters separated. Master bedroom coming with all the same stuff. You got 5 bedrooms, right? You got a lot of bedroom space. Not sure how much you're gonna be needing these 5 bedrooms or wanting it, but you want things which come with it. Like if you see towards the left corner of the living room space, you can see that we get features like your own spa room, your massage room, right? You're obviously getting, well, I'm saying obviously, I need to find it on this layout, actually. Do we get a study? Come on, do we? Come on, no way we're not getting a study at this price, at this size of apartment. I think we are, yeah. Let me relate to a bigger picture where I can zoom in and read for you. Their fonts are the smallest fonts I've seen used into everything. Guys, you need to work on your graphic design. As much as I was absolutely gushing over graphic design quality for previous development, this one, I've got things to contend with. Marketing team, get new design bureau. I know some guy. They're great. No, that's guest bathroom. Okay, fair enough. So we're not getting anything, right? We're not. Let me zoom. No, we get the study. Apparently the study is this thing separating your living room from your bedroom, which is a smart decision, and it's pretty big study. I'm actually, yeah. Oh, I missed it. I missed it right in the middle of it, as usual. Right? I'm missing out. Oh, and a couple more designs, so you can visualize how it looks in person, the spaces, the scale. Really helps how they broke it up a little. 5-bedroom type B. Kinda eh, not my favorite layout, but it gets some views. It gets decent views. It might actually get quite alright views from there, but once again, it's very similar to a previous one. Kind of same complex shape. So you see there's a lot of space which is used to kind of set the mood. And this is what you can afford at these price ranges, right? You use space as a design statement because space is the most expensive part of your apartment. So it's the most luxurious thing you can flaunt, right? 5-bedroom penthouses. Once again, let's look at that. So it's towards the top floors, and this layout, absolutely incredible, great, perfect, right? This is where we start getting into living quarters money and living quarters and private pool spaces and prices, right? So you got your own patio pool next to your living room and dining room next to your office. Gives you opportunity of kind of stepping out of your office and going for a dip, going back to work. If you ever work at this income. You don't work, you solve, back to solving, right? And your master suite now comes with master's living room, private living room, and common living room. Once again, to be expected at this level. For people watching, this is the ultra luxury. This is where we get into ultra, not just luxury. That's where we get onto something uniquely special. And the views are great in here, right? You also get the absolute top of the line views. But I believe at this point I'm only going to have positive things to say about layouts and the views. Just a hunch that those going to be superb. Once again, look at the dark design language. So good. Such a subtle color combinations, just right. Great. This one is same as previous, just mirrored once again. For me, the weird part is they opted for the best view for your private living room, not your private bedroom. Usually they go other way around, but I see the sense and I see the reason in it. It does make sense for me. Does it for others? I don't know. For some reason, let me reconfirm with the previous layouts. Oh yeah, both of them for some reason are not, well, your quarters are not exactly separated. You still need to go into common corridor to access your bedroom and your dressing room. Oh well, I mean, it's a choice. It's a choice they made. Would I have it this way? No. Is it a legitimate way to approach this problem? Yes, definitely. Would I add one extra door at the entrance? Definitely. Okay. You see, I was gushing over design. I hate this leopard print sofa armchair, right? I hate it, but on the other hand, it's so bad it's kind of getting into good. So bad it's good territory, right? It's where you have enough taste/money to do tasteless things, and people understand that it doesn't define you, right? So you have it because it makes you smile. No problem at all. Once again, dark layout, much more Japanese inspired here for some reason. It's not necessarily dark, but more cooler colors, cooler tones, rather than dark, because it's not objectively darker, but it feels a little darker due to coolness and due to grays. Amazing, incredible. What I would go for, no questions asked. Yeah. If you would like to send me funds to buy one of those, I'll be happy. I'll vlog every day in my life about it. Accepting donations now. What else we've got here? This one. Oh, this one feels unusual. So your top views are from your living room, from your pool. You get secondary views, which are not as great from the rest of the space. And you get a lot of glazing on this one, though. It's a corner unit. So once again, legit choice. Great choice. You get, oh, wow. This one is really cool because here you don't get a living room private to your quarters, but you get something I would absolutely prefer. Is your private entrance to your study. Your study is a part of your living quarters, right? So you kind of remove yourself from the noise of the house, from everything. Get your quieter, less impressive, but still nice to have view to attend to your business. Is the right wording is attending to your business. Yeah, that's what you do at this income level. That's the term. I'm sorry, I'm yet to reach it. Aiming for it, but yet to reach it. And once again, here in the master suite, we have once again a very special feature of two dressing rooms, of two, and those two dressing rooms, I assume the idea here is to have his and hers, which once again is very cool. Oh, no. I apologize. That is a Oh, no. Yeah, two dressing rooms, his and hers. Neither has direct access to your shower and bathroom, but either has access directly to the bedroom. So, second best option. But once again, second best is not always number one, right? Once again, private lift access. You enter from the lift right into the corridor, and you can enter through what I see as a secondary and primary entrances. So you can choose to, once again, avoid all of the living room spaces. Actually, you get study and you get secondary study. So you get your office and your study. Office, I assume, is to accept your guests. Study is to work in some peace and quiet. Either is great. And you get free, it's not even a corner unit, it's the end unit. So you get free walls of glass, right? A lot of natural light in this one. Once again, this one is gonna be highly sought after. Yeah, you lose outdoor space, but your indoor space is so special here. It will feel very palatial. That's the word for it. It will feel palatial. Like, it's not yet presidential. We'll come to the top level. And we will see, once again, very similar layout. It's virtually the same with a few tweaks to it. I'm not really immediately recognizing the tweaks, but there are some. We're coming into the bedroom, the same kind of design. And here's the very special part, right? The presidential suite. So all of what we mentioned is ultra luxury. This is the high end of ultra luxury, right? So even in ultra luxury category, guys, we get in. Like, I need to preface this, right? I need a full shot here, right? And look, when you get into ultra luxury, it doesn't cease to amaze me that when you get into this ultra luxury, there's also absolute levels and grades to that. And this is probably will be in, well, it will easily make in top 100 most luxurious apartments in the world. Like, you are in top 100 properties in the world when you looking into that already. We're possibly looking into top 20 even. Like, honestly, at this point, numbers are so small. It's incredible, right? It's absolutely next level kind of ultra luxury. And there's so little of them that this kind of tagline, redefining ultra luxury, funnily enough, lost all meaning, because every time something new comes to this market, it redefines the market because it's so special, it's so high value, it's so important. Every time they build a new one, it kind of got to beat them and got to introduce something absolutely unique in every case, right? So, I do apologize for that one. Oh, yeah, it didn't go into the screen. This is why we do that. This is why we use the broadcast style of controls. Great. Smart move on my side. Once again, not production genius, but no finger too. Anyway, look at that. This is a part of the feature where you get those just statement pieces spaces, right? Statement piece spaces within your apartment. You get the outstanding views. I think it will be 360 view. Well, you get views to everything. You get full 360, but do we get all of it? Yes, we get most of it, right? So we get views to all directions here, but we don't get the prime view for all that much. Surprisingly, right? Here, once again, we're talking to the level of you got a waiting room to your study, because people come to visit you and they will wait in the waiting room, right? They are expected to have to sometimes wait for your business. And we lost the temperature fight again. I'll continue the stream. I will not fight it for now. Let it cool down, and we're not gonna start resetting stuff. We're just gonna go with it. I'm not sure you're gonna miss my face all too much. We're more than an hour into stream. You've seen it for way too long anyway. I think camera is just tired of seeing me. Anyway, once again, you get incredible facilities, incredible spaces. You actually get your own suite within there with numerous wardrobes, with very special layouts. Once again, your private living room and public living room, right? With waiting rooms, with study rooms, with spa facilities. Everything, any need you might have, you have accounted for. You have private gym. I assume, yeah, you have private gym, and you have your another living room kind of rest space, which is the games room. It's at the point where you can have your PlayStation, whatever, because they assume at this income level you play consoles, which I wouldn't make a choice. I would have an obnoxiously powerful PC, but probably that's the reason I don't have this kind of income and wealth. Anyway, they have games room, they have spa room, they have your private gym. At this point, everything you would ever need is within your apartment. And here's the rooftop terrace. So, once again, we look at the stairs access. So you have first stairs coming directly from your patio. Once again, you got your private pool space dedicated specifically for your bedroom, as I see it. Yeah, specifically for your bedroom. So master bedroom has its own patio and its own pool and its own access to rooftop patio. Rooftop patio has all the views you would ever want, obviously. a number of spaces. I feel like it's a kind of dance floor layout because you got like corner with tables, but so you kind of end up with a huge infinity pool, little hot tub next to it, and off to the other side, your private nightclub essentially, right? Your private open air nightclub. And the second presidential suite. So we got two of them, right? It's incredible. They are bold enough to go for two of them. And that's the one I would pick. This is where we're redefining ultra luxury, truly redefining ultra luxury. Once again, we're redefining ultra luxury. We're seeing the, oh God, what this camera is doing. Let me see. Let's disable the camera for a quick second and enable. Let me fumble with technology and entertain myself with that for a second, right? Really? That's the look you're going for? Okay. Okay, let's give up on the camera. Give me a second of adjusting and send it. Yeah, so we're finishing the stream without the camera for now. We might restart it in a second. But now it's not even the camera overheat. That's the other part overheating. Everything's overheating because we're streaming in fairly good quality, surprisingly. And looking into this layout, coming back to the things at hand. Living quarters, again, private access to them. You get your private living room, you get your bedroom with special patio access. But all beyond the point, all the stuff you would expect and you've seen in the previous one, you get that plus what you get, which is extremely special, is this circular pool, right? The circular pool with a circular opening above it. We've seen in the previous pictures. Once again, give it a second. I think in the next picture we get no. I'll show it later, but we get a void above your pool, right? And once again, we get all 5 bedrooms, but it's presidential, so you get all the gym, staff accommodation, of course, show and staff kitchens. You get it all. They even position a grand piano, so this one comes with your music study, right? The music room. So very special. I honestly, I'm a little lost for words. And in my previous endeavors, I worked with luxury yachts, and I've seen ultra luxury, and I understand ultra luxury, but at this point, I'm lost for words because once again, it's absolute next level quality. It's absolute next level spaces, and we're coming onto rooftop. This one is less nightclubby. There's a void below, hopefully walled off. Otherwise, you're going to have a person drop into your pool as you're chilling next to it every once in a while. But maybe that's the entertaining bit for you, right? So this is the view of the infinity pool of the first suite. Or is it the second? Yeah, it can be either, because this one gets infinity pool as well on the top floor. So if you're tired of your circular pool, you can go and enjoy yourself some rectangular pool. It's whatever you pick that day. Yes, we're at the level of being picky about shape of your pool. Arada, once again, great. So yeah, we've done with the layout. Let me do one thing for a second, and I'll be back talking. And we're back, right? So yeah, that's the gist of it, really. At the end of the day, that's all I wanted to show. And you see, it's a huge brochure because they put layouts and a brochure information all in one place, which I kind of love and hate at the same time. But it's absolutely great. Big props to them for going all out and actually, committing to this level of project. This one once again is just an exercise in luxury. We just seen how far we can take luxury with this project and nothing else, right? For owners, yeah, it's important, but I'm showing it to show you that not necessarily everything in Dubai is about investment, but where it's important for investors among us, the people who still need to make wealth, right? Still need to accumulate it. It didn't yet reach this level, and we hope to work up to it, right? So what makes it great for us is a very simple point. It attracts people who can afford those properties, who enjoy those properties. And those people go by the rising tide lifts all the boats, right? They come in, they have disposable income, they spend, and a trickle-down effect helps us with the growing economy, with the development. It's absolutely incredible to see those projects. Every time I see those, they just kind of inspire me to work better, to work more, to research market more, because this is just a treat to, look at. Honestly, that's why this stream was very self-indulgent on my side, and if it's annoying, I do apologize, right? But I absolutely adore that stream. That kind of developments, and I can't wait to see what they come to be in person, what they will physically look like. Because let's hope we find a client to sell this one, and let's hope I get to see it delivered and get to help get it delivered. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that gets there. But either way, this is what ultra luxury and the high end of ultra luxury looks like. This has been a very deep dive, and as I said, we're taking questions, but we're not getting many questions right now. So I'll just ramble on with what's the market like and do a little summary right now. So market's great, market's moving actively. Me having something very exciting to present every week is the testament to that. It's our fourth live stream in a row. Honestly, it's nearly quarter to midnight right now in Dubai, and I'm a little lower energy than I should be on the live stream. But please do entertain my tiredness. It was a rough week for me. Although I managed to get some rest yesterday, which is nice. But yeah, it's a great market to be. This is a testament to how Dubai grew in the past 50 years, really. 50 years since it was desert, since nothing been here. 50 years since the most popular car dealership would be a camel salesman, right? To this point, to where we are saying that it's world class, right? And we follow. It's back to my point. Follow the money. Big money comes in here. You follow them. They're smart guys. They know what they're doing. And we didn't get many questions this week, but it's okay. We keep doing those streams until we get questions. So if you're tired of my streams and want me to shut up, make sure you ask questions. See you next week, and see you in our next news dump issue. And we're off air now.